Ready.
All right. Shit. Now I'm nervous. Hello, everybody. This is Ace the Bandit back at it again with another video. I'm here joined with the most recent winner of the what was what was it exactly the exact I'm sorry, I'm already fucking up.
You good, bro. You good. They call it, so it used to be the Golden Gloves in New York State. They call it Ringmasters now. So Ringmasters Golden Gloves is both.
Okay, well, this is the 2026 winner of the Ringmasters. Hey, let's go, man. Put it together. Put it together. You want to introduce yourself, brother? You want to introduce yourself?
I'll do it. What's up, guys? It's your boy, it's Korey Porter, the New York State Ringmasters 198 novice champion.
I
Oh
wrote
yeah. Oh
something. I
yeah.
wrote something because I was watching Chael Sonnen. So I wrote, I wrote something really. This is literally the only notes I've written down. But I put, I was like, let me do a cool introduction. But you already introduced yourself. I put, guys, this is the man of the hour. Too sweet, when sour. He's so clean he doesn't need a shower. The cruiserweight with heavyweight power.
Hey,
He
I like
floats.
that.
He floats and stings like a bee protecting their flower. Smooth like clam chowder. Is the one, the only Korey, the cold-blooded killer Porter. Let's go! Come on now. That was
I like that. Wait, that was better. That was better. That was better. Hold up.
But yeah, dude. Congratulations on your win. How you feeling after that?
Dude, good, good. I mean, right now, honestly, just on top of the world. I think the biggest thing too about this win was Madison Square Garden has always been like a big thing for me. I've driven by it a million times as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So to actually like be there and fight out of there, like it was actually a cool thing. Fun fact, it was my dad's first time at the Garden. My
Oh
dad's never been
wow,
to Madison Square Garden.
that's
Yeah. And he
amazing.
straight up said he was like, the prices and stuff are crazy, but he was like, when I found out you were fighting there, but he was like, no better way, first experience at the Garden watching my son fight. So
No,
that
definitely,
genuinely made me
definitely.
emotional.
Everything else might be like the prices might have been high before, but this was a priceless moment. You know what I mean? To see him,
Yeah, hey,
like, dude, I'm trying
I like that.
to see you win on like the largest like the largest stage in New York, I believe. That's like probably
Yeah,
unmatched. That's probably an unmatched feeling. So
no 1000%.
let's talk about leading up to it. You had to do like a tournament, right?
Yeah, it was a tournament style. Yeah, it was crazy. Oh my gosh.
So how many fights did you have?
It was only 2 fights before the Garden. I
Mm-hmm.
think the biggest problem with those fights that causes a challenge was the space. So the first fight was in like February. It was like February 7th.
Mm-hmm.
The next fight was all the way in like end of March, like March 27th. So it's like something that a lot of people don't talk about. They don't tell you when you're going to fight. Every week they send you an email and they send you a bracket and you just got to check. So we had to kind of prepare and make a camp out of not knowing when we're going to fight. So it's like we'd have a hard spar. We'd be like, all right, we just got to make sure that we don't take too much damage in that hard spar. With the weight cutting, we just have to always be on weight. So I think that was like honestly the hardest challenge. And honestly, truly believe the person who I fought in my second to last fight or the second fight in the tournament,
Mm-hmm.
very dangerous opponent. He was undefeated. He was 7-0. So
Oh
that was someone
wow.
where yeah, he was favorited. He was favorited to actually win the whole thing. So he was a huge favorite. I was a huge underdog in that fight. So for that fight
Wow, great
specifically, like,
upset. That's amazing.
oh, it was a dude, huge upset. But we were really worried about that guy. So it's like you got the scariest dude in the tournament, and then the suspense of you're just waiting like 4 or 5 weeks, and you're like, all right, am I gonna fight this guy? That was honestly the most challenging part of the tournament, you
Wow.
know.
So whenever you
And then
saw that was
obviously
him,
respect.
I'm sorry. Whenever you saw that was
Um,
him on the bill, you kind of like knew like this is where it all counts really. Well, I mean, not to
dude,
discredit
it's
any of your
crazy.
other opponents, but you know that's what like
No,
that was your focus.
no, with that, dude, you know, it's so funny you say that because there's a lot of people who like know the USA boxing scene, and when they made the brackets, right, they were like, oh, just as long as you didn't get matched up with this guy. And I looked at the brackets, and I was like, I did, and they were just like, oh shit. They're like, all
Mm-hmm.
right, well, I mean, hey, yo, people were telling me stuff like, hey, man, at the end of the day, like the amateurs is just about experience. I was like, that's crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
was like,
Mm-hmm.
zero faith,
Mm-hmm.
zero faith.
So
But
how
yeah, no, not
did
to
that
discredit
affect
anyone.
your self belief at all, or were you still like rock solid throughout it?
I was rock solid throughout it because, I have confidence in my abilities. The one thing I will say though that always gave me the nerves was, I guess, I'm around people, I'm around my gym and my team. I'm around people that know me so well, that know everything about me. it is kind of weird to just be in that boxing scene and interact with people that know nothing about me. So
Hmm.
I think that was the thing that kind of threw me off, where the people around me are telling me like, listen, Corey, you have the experience, you have this and that. There's so many things you can accomplish and do. So I felt super motivated. But then like I'd show up to some fights and I talk to people and they just see me as a nobody and they see this dude as this big undefeated guy and they'd be like, yeah, you have no shot. So I feel like having those two opposing things made me weird because I'm like, damn, who do I really listen to? But at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? There's a job to be done. I'm gonna go in there. And I kind of wanted the mentality of like, no matter what happens, I'm gonna do everything to get that win. So
Well, it
yeah.
was only you in there, so you really had to just believe in yourself over all else. Like, I mean, your coaches were
It's
in your
true, it's true,
corner
it's
too,
true.
but your coaches always will root for you. But like, you definitely had to do a lot of the mental lifting. So you've done the training camps and stuff like that, and you also had to like carry obviously life and stuff like that, and then the pressure and everything, and then like getting ready for the next thing and weight, like staying on weight and stuff like that. What was harder? Do you think that the physical part was the hardest part, or like because people usually say that the hardest part of the fight is the training? So I just want to know if that
Yeah.
applies to you. Was it the training? Was it like the life and stuff like that, or was it like the fights themselves? What was the most difficult thing for you?
I would say the training for me was the hardest part
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't know what I was fighting. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like for me, I know like there's normally like a set of nerves and there's a time behind it. So it's like when it's early in training camp, there's no nerves. It's like you're excited, you're happy. And then the closer it gets to the fight, the nerves kick in. And I'm not gonna lie, it does affect the training. You don't train as effectively because of the nerves.
Mm-hmm.
It sucked for me because I just didn't know when I was gonna fight. So the nerves were present 24/7. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, it was more of a thing where I just had to tell myself, like, I'm ready whenever, 24/7. I get a call whenever I'm ready. So I
Yeah.
think because of that aspect, the training was the hardest part. And like I said, like we wanted to do some hard spars and we wanted to do types of training where like it would really like break my body down. But we were kind of like, if we do this and then we fight next week, we're fucked.
I
So
see. I
that, yeah,
see.
that was really the hardest part.
So usually a lot of people's nerves is in getting ready, but you had all the nerves in staying ready.
Yeah, no, honest, that was my biggest fear. And missing weight. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
wow. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Missing weight.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, because I'm not gonna lie, like I don't know if you met my coach. My coach is a scary dude,
Mm-hmm.
bro.
Mm-hmm.
If I
Mm-hmm.
miss weight, yo, I don't even care about the fight. I'm scared of what he's gonna do to me.
Yeah.
The bro might kill me.
Nah, 1,000%, 1,000%. You better watch how you talk about him. He might be watching this, but
Yo, I love you, Coach Jeff.
nah, but whenever you did fight, I guess all the in the last fight, that's what I've mostly seen. You got emotional in the ring. How did that all combine? It was I don't mean to bring it up to it's not an embarrassing thing.
No,
Honestly,
no,
it was a very
dude.
it was the most masculine thing I've ever seen, bro. You took your win and then you got to like enjoy it with everybody. You got to like really express yourself. So all this stuff that we were just talking about, how did it feel to like finally win? I mean, obviously we could see it on your face, but there's a lot of stuff going on
Yeah.
in your brain.
No, dude, I'm telling you right now, don't even feel bad mentioning, dude. I cried like 7 times that night.
That's
No,
amazing. No, that's
honestly,
not. Hey, that's an amazing thing, bro. You'd be surprised. Some people can't do it. Like they can't. They hold
yeah.
it all together and it crumbles them. But you know how to express yourself. Whether it's fighting, whether it's your personality, and now in the ring. How did that feel? Like tell me what your mind space was going through.
It just felt amazing because in January when this whole thing started, it wasn't that I wasn't confident, but I went there with the mentality of like, let's see how far this goes. Let's see how far we can take it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just crazy because I imagine that very moment of like winning that way too by TKO where the ref waves it off and it's over. And I've imagined that moment since January. So 4 months have passed and all these stuff have happened. And it's like now I'm there. And honestly, like the fear crept in of like, man, like I'm so close. I'm like, I literally see the finish line. What if that moment doesn't happen?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if that magical moment doesn't happen? And honestly, like the moment it did happen, I just felt so emotional, especially because one of my biggest motivations now in my fighting career is just that younger version of me that just didn't believe that I can do anything. Obviously, too, like that younger version of me, even now, I suffer from a lot of like mental health stuff too. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like to accomplish something like that, you know what I mean? I'm telling you right now, like a couple years ago, I would have, if you told me that I would do the stuff I'm doing now, I would have never believed it. So it was just super emotional. And then I got even more emotional when I talked to people that have known me a long time. Even my parents, they were just like, hey, growing up, we were really worried about you, but like we see now, like you found your thing and you're doing well. And they're just like, you did it, like you made it. Like everything you said you wanted to do, you just did it. So no, the emotions, bro, like it was just, I think that's a feeling that I could never beat. Like that's a one of a kind. That's one of bro. I literally collapsed on the floor.
No, no, I
Literally,
feel you. I feel you.
dude, they had to tell me to get up. I'm like on the floor like this. I'm like, oh my god, I did it, did I did it? And then I hear people like, get up, get up, get up. I'm like, oh my bad, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
That's amazing. But now you're gonna have to reach higher and higher. Are you still got that hunger for everything? Like you're ready to go.
Dude,
Like you've already achieved this, but now you're ready to go here. Are you ready to go up here? Are you ready to go up here? Like what? How do you feel? Are you still hungry? Are you still motivated?
dude, I'm telling you right now, everyone will tell you I'm obsessed. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's literally it's crazy because I told everyone I was like, I want some time after my fight. And everyone thinks like, oh, he's gonna sit back, he's gonna relax. And I'm in the gym the next day. And everyone's like, you said you wanted time off. And I was like, no, this is the time where I'm gonna study every fight, every inch of the fight, every aspect. I'm gonna study everything I did and I'm gonna get better. One thing about me, I am obsessed with getting better. I always think like, can I beat myself? Can I beat the version of myself that was yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Am I always increasing? Like I'll look at old videos of myself, and my biggest fear is I look at an old video of myself and I'm like, dang, I look just as good or I looked better back then. I'm obsessed with getting better. So the hunger's still there. I want to try to do that again. I want to do the gloves again. I want to do nationals. I want to try to win the Olympics one day. I want to go pro. I want to win world titles. Like if anything, this just jump started it because this showed me like, wow, I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a little doubt in the beginning, but now it's like, no, I know I can do this. I know I can hang with some really good dudes, and I know that like the potential's there for me to accomplish some big things. So this just jump started. I'm more hungry than ever.
No, I 1,000% agree, and I could actually relate if I were to talk about myself for like a split second. I was gonna say you said that you envisioned like the TKO, like I saw it. I
Yeah,
literally and the night before I fought, I didn't know who I was fighting. I just went for like the experience. I had the same type of thing, like this is just for experience, because I had like two other like kind of not real fights, but like exhibitions that didn't go my way. So I was kind of like, this is just for experience. It's whatever, blah blah. Not on your record. I had to rationalize a lot of stuff, and
yeah,
but the night before I went to sleep, and I don't even know. It was weird. It was like a shadow. I was fighting a shadow because I didn't know who I was fighting. I couldn't even imagine who I was fighting. But I
yeah.
remember like I threw. It's the same thing. I threw a head kick and I landed it, and the dude fell, and I was like, "This is gonna happen." And after that, I woke up and I was like, "Oh no, that's what's gonna happen." And then it did happen. And when I landed it, at first I was kind of confused, but I was like, "Oh my god, I literally saw this. This is crazy." People don't understand how much like goes into that. So I'm saying like, did you like dream of it? Like, it's not just a metaphorical thing. You were like you said, you're obsessed. So like you were probably thinking about it all the time. You're probably dreaming of it and stuff like that. Is that so? Like, can you relate in that way?
Dude, 1,000. Well, one thing I will say before I go, bro, I will let you know right now. I was watching your story and I saw the highlights. Bro, I literally was in my car. Bro, mind you, I'm on the highway, bro. I'm not even looking at the road. Bro, I got my phone like this. I'm like, okay, Shane, okay, Shane, okay, Shane. Like, bro, I will say that, bro. I was watching your fight, bro. Beautiful,
Thank you.
beautiful
I
performance,
appreciate it.
beautiful striking,
I
beautiful
appreciate it.
feints. And you could Farah will tell you, bro. I always said I was like my interactions with you, just like interaction with you, I was like, this guy has some serious just fucking fight IQ. Like this guy understands. Like I remember it was
Thank
something
you.
we were watching together. Like you said something, and I was just like, damn, this motherfucker knows his shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so bro, seeing you translate that was beautiful.
Thank
But
you. I
nah,
appreciate
going back
that.
to your question though, like, dude, of course. But yeah, going back to your question, no, I dreamed of it. Like I dreamed of like that moment because I always told myself I was like in this fight, like I can't let this go the distance. Honestly, because judging, you know how it is, bro. Judging's
I do,
atrocious.
unfortunately.
Judging is and people be saying, "Oh, it's just in amateurs." It's everywhere.
Yeah,
Judging's
it's
atrocious. You
at
cannot let it go.
any level that you could have, at any level where you could have like a discrepancy. If you haven't like outright proved it, like I'm gonna be real. Even the fight, if I knocked him down once, but people could say, well, he landed like more significant. I had to knock him down twice. I had to actually knock him down 3 times to make sure I got it. And even still, I was like waiting there like to get my hand raised, and I was like, did I do enough? So, like you said, yeah, leaving it to the judges, not really what we should do. But continue what you were saying.
But yeah, no, but dude, that's why like I told myself I was like also too like something that was huge about this fight is I am very much embedded in the boxing world. Like people make fun of me because
Mm-hmm.
like I'll just go to like amateur boxing fights and people would be like, why? And I'm like, because this is the world I'm in. Like I like, you know what's crazy? Every time I get put on a card, I know everybody. I'm like, I know who this guy is, I know who that guy is. I'll meet people and they'll introduce themselves. Like, you don't need to introduce yourself. I know who you are. You're this and that, you're ranked this. Like I'm very up to date with the world. So when I was looking at the crowd, I was like, yo, there's some big people that are in the house tonight, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's some people that pull some major strings. So that's another thing too, where I'm like, this is my chance to make a name for myself and to really prove a statement. And I'll actually show you this one thing that I think is cool. This
Okay.
is really cool, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, right? Everyone, so they made like a poster for the whole event, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's getting copies. So I get a copy, right? My copy's this.
Oh wow.
So I'm front line and center.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So you know what I'm thinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking like, oh, maybe they do a thing where like the fighter like that you want to be front line and center is front and center, right? Get this, bro. So a bunch of fighters, they buy posters at the event and they're like, look at the poster. And I'm front line and center in the poster.
That's so fire, dude.
So I'm sitting here. Yeah, dude. So I'm sitting here and I'm just like, okay, wait, did they put me in the center? And I'm like, oh, they literally put me in the center of the whole event.
I gotta win now. I gotta win now. Because at this point, I'm gonna embarrass everybody if I don't. That's amazing.
I don't want them being like, oh, that dude in the center, yo, he got knocked the fuck out, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want any of that. So that's why, like, for me, bro, especially, I was like, I want to just go in there and do my thing. But no, yeah, like I saw all the people I saw. I'm like, okay, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of big people in the house. And I was like, I want to show up and I want people to know who I am. So to go out there and to be honest, the fight itself went perfectly. Everything went according to the game plan. Started with the jab, found the shots over the top, hurt him, got a bunch of standing eights, very dominant performance. So again, the fight went exactly how we wanted it to. And you know, I even got to showcase some cool moves, some 45-degree angles, some southpaw stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like but it was cool too to like see the reaction when I was like going to the crowd where everyone was saying like, "Oh, you look good," this and that, and that. So again, making a name for myself was the biggest thing too, because in future fights, you know, the promoters all know each other, and I want them to be like, "Oh, that Porter kid, oh, he's fucking nasty. Yeah, get him on the card." You know what I'm saying?
No, that's amazing. Yeah. Actually, I wanted to ask. I want to see something else. Do you have your belt on you? I'd like to see it. Yes.
I do.
You know, I want to see it somewhere.
I threw it somewhere. Get it. Bro, I've been wearing this thing everywhere, bro. I've been parading with this thing.
No, I understand, bro. If I had a belt like that, I'd do the same thing. That's amazing. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. That's amazing, dude. And you got the Jamaican flag on there too. I see. That's amazing.
Dude, it's beautiful.
That's outstanding.
And the best thing too, I'll show you. It's in the book. We're gonna get them later, but they give out championship rings too.
Oh wow!
So I'm actually gonna get I'm gonna get a championship ring with my name engraved on it. Hold up, it's somewhere. Yeah. So it's right here in the book. We get like these championship rings.
That's amazing, bro. You about to be iced out like Thanos, bro. It's gonna be sick. So, dude, I mean, last thing before we go, because I don't want to like keep you too long. Obviously, we got some stuff to do. But I wanted to ask. So we know that you can have a quick turnaround. You're on like your Khamzat Chimaev type shit. You're on your Mike Tyson type shit, just going and going and going. When can we expect you next? When are you thinking about coming back to perform?
Right now, I think a good time for me is August. But actually, you know what? I'm using your platform to announce it. We're thinking about going to 187, so light heavyweight.
Okay.
We're generally debating going to light heavyweight because right now, if I'm being honest, in the beginning, 98 was hard to make. I'm making it with ease to the point where I'm like, you know what? I want to go to a new weight class. You know, I want to like experience different things. So honestly, you could expect me either really late July, early August, and you could expect me at 187 and new division to take over. So yeah,
that's amazing, bro. You know, nobody could ever say you're one dimensional. You're already moving. You're challenging yourself more than you've already been challenged. That is something that most people don't do. They get content. They get their belt and they say, I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to do all this. You're already like, look, it was very challenging, but it could be more. I need more. And you are obsessed with it. You've been studying tape. You know everybody. I think that you're on the perfect path, brother. And I'm very proud of you, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. You should feel very proud of yourself, man. And you're definitely accruing some. If you decide to have kids in the future, you're definitely accruing like the craziest dad lore ever.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, yo, it's crazy you say that too, because my first fight shorts, I got them framed, like officially framed with like my raps and everything. Wow. And it's funny because I'm like, bro, like my kid is gonna have like his friends over, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, your dad boxed," and my kid gonna turn around talking about some. he don't just box, bro.
Yo, look him up.
My
Look
dad
him
not just a
up.
boxer. He's like, my dad's that guy.
And then you gonna drive by Madison Square Garden, and you be like, you know, I fought there a couple times. You know, nothing big, nothing big, nothing big. It's not as good as
Bro.
when I was flown out to London and I had to knock somebody out. It wasn't as good as when I was in Abu Dhabi and I had to knock somebody out. That's amazing, bro.
Bro, it's so funny because my cousin was making that joke. My cousin's like, "Oh my god, bro! Every time we drive by the garden, this motherfucker go talk about some. You know, I fought that." I was like, "You know what? I will, bro.
You know what?
I will, bro. What you gonna do about it?
Exactly.
I will."
Oh, you want to be the next card? Nah, but that's amazing, bro. You know, we're all very proud of you, bro. And once again, dude, I'm even say a little like peek behind the curtains when we sparred, which it wasn't really a spar. It was you just defending perfectly. I felt. I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I'll spar with people, and I'm like, oh, okay, I see. I could probably get this person there. I could get this person there. With you, I was like, oh shit, if he throws back, I'm gonna die. I was like, if he throws back, I'm gonna die. Because I would see small things like, I mean, it's not, I don't think it's gonna give away any of your game or something, but I'd see you looking through the guard, and you'd be like, and I'm like, oh shit, let me block my body. Oh shit, let me, oh my god. Because I see you look at certain places, which I knew, like, basically, you ever seen like Baki? Where like, where like Musashi's like he slashes you without even I'm like, when you would do that, like you go, I'm like, I just got hit here. I just got hooked. I got uppercut. I just got hooked and uppercut. Okay, I just got jabbed like 3 more times. It was crazy. But nah, man. Thank you for coming on the interview, bro. It's extremely amazing to have someone like you on. Top 10 humans for real of all time.
You're gonna make me cry again, bro. You'll catch me live again.
Thanks for coming on, bro. I appreciate you.
Dude, thank you. Thank you for having me, man. I just want to say, like, real talk, this is an honor. Like, when I found out you wanted to interview me, bro, I was so hyped because I'm just like, bro, like, I don't care. Dude, I don't care how famous I get one day, or even if that happens, knock on wood, I love that, like, you just like, hey, I just want to interview Korey. Like, that stuff, like, you just even thinking about that shit, like, genuinely gets me emotional. So I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, man,
of course,
thank you. And I love this shit, bro.
No, I will say, bro, I mean, I met you like first time like last year and stuff like that. And this is before I knew your accolades, you know? I only knew you as like a new person that, obviously our homie Farhan has introduced me to. But literally, like, I don't know. I guess first impressions are a lot, but with you, it's like every impression. It's always like such like a sincere, beautiful thing whenever I get to see you in person. And obviously talk to you on here is amazing too. But I will say, even if it was on day 1 of you going, I would have wanted to interview you, bro. Your personality is one of the things that we don't get to see it in the ring, like, of you talking and stuff like that, but we get to see it here. So I'm glad that could be the platform for you to express yourself in this way. But yeah.
Nah, that means the world. Oh my gosh. Thank you, man.
Yeah, of course, man. I really mean it. I mean it a lot. But thanks everybody for watching. This has been an interview with your champion, Korey Porter. Thank you guys for signing out. Hopefully we'll do another one soon. Bye-bye.
1000%.